This is Packet Tracer activity 5.1.3.6, and let's get started. First thing they want us to do is ping between PC1 and PC3. So you click on PC1, go to your desktop, command prompt, and you type in the address, or you type in ping, and then the IP address, and it's going to be 172.17.30.0. Alright, so once you type that in, go ahead and press enter, and then it'll start pinging. So it timed out like it said it was going to do. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next step now, and it says switch to simulation mode to monitor pings, but it's obviously going to fail, so we're just going to skip that, and we're going to go to part 2, step 1, create VLANs on S1. So to do this, we're going to exit out of here, go to S1, CLI, press enter, and then type in en conf t, and then VLAN 10, hit enter, and that creates the VLAN 10. Now type in VLAN 30, and then that'll create the VLAN 30. Alright, the next part, it says configure interfaces and assign access ports to the VLANs. So to do this, it says F06 and F011. You gotta assign those to VLAN 10 and VLAN 30. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is type in exit int fa0/11, enter, and then switch port, mode, access, enter, and then switch port, access, VLAN 10. And that pretty much just assigns port FA011 to VLAN 10. Gonna hit enter. Alright, now we're gonna do it for FA06. So type in int fa0/6, enter, switch port, mode, access, and then switch port, access, VLAN 30. And if you guys just hit the up arrow, it'll come up with your last commands that you just entered. So it's just a shortcut. So hit enter on that. There we go. Next step. So this says show VLAN brief command to verify VLAN configuration. So they pretty much just say check to make sure you configured it right. So we're going to type in exit twice. So exit once, and then twice. Alright, you're at S1. Type in show VLAN brief. There we go. And there it is. VLAN 10 is active and is configured with FA011, and then VLAN 30 has FA06 assigned to it. So that's both right. Alright, step 3. Test connectivity between PC1 and PC3. And then it says the ping should fail. So let's go to PC1, desktop, and then command prompt, and then type in the same ping address. So this time it's going to fail again. Alright, so that's done. And it pretty much said that it was going to fail, but they want to know why. Why do you think it failed? And the answer to that is that the two VLANs are on separate networks and no router on layer 3 switch. Alright, part 3. configuring sub interfaces. It says configure sub interface on R1 and use the 802.1q encapsulation. Create the sub interface G00.10. Okay, so we're gonna exit out of here. Gonna go to R1. Go into the CLI. Alright, so they want us to create the sub interfaces. So we're at R1. Hit enter, type in en, conf t, and then type in interface, so int, G0/0, and then the sub interface is going to be .10 for VLAN 10. Hit enter. Okay, there it is. And now type in encapsulation .1q. So actually spell out .1 capital Q space 10. Hit enter. And then the IP address is going to be IP address. And then the address is 172.17.10.1. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Hit enter. Oh, just make sure you enter this right so you don't have to come back and do that again. So there it is. So 172.17.10.1.255. Okay. Just want to double check. And then hit enter. There we go. And now it says repeat the process for G0.30 sub interface. So we're gonna do that one more time. So int G0/0.30. That's creating the subnet for VLAN 30. Hit enter. And then encapsulation. .1q space 30. Hit enter. And the IP address. And the IP address is going to be 172.17.30.1. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Hit enter. Oops. Okay. Alright, step 2, it says verify configuration. Use the show IP interface brief command to verify sub interface configuration. So let's do that now. I'm going to type end, and now the command that they give you, which is show IP interface brief. Hit enter. Alright. And there you see gigabit Ethernet 0/0.10. And you see the IP address. And right below it, it's .30 for VLAN 30. So those two are the sub interfaces that we just created, and the IP addresses that we gave them. So that's all looking good. All right. And I just noticed that it says that both of our interfaces are down. So we're gonna go en conf t int for interface G0/0. Hit enter and type in no shut, and then now it should change to up. Okay, there you go. There's up and up for .10 and .30. Alright, so now it says ping between PC1 and PC3 again. Ping should fail. So let's try that one more time. So there it is. It says request timed out. So we're just going to move on. It says on S1, issue the show VLAN command. What VLAN is G01 assigned to? So go to S1 and then type in show VLAN. And now they want to see what where G01 is assigned to, and it's assigned to VLAN 1, which is the native or the default port that they're assigned to. And the next step says that they want us to enable trunk on interface G01. So hit enter until you can type a command in. There we go. Type in en conf t int g0/0 and then switch port mode trunk. Like that, hit enter. Oh, misspelled something. Oh wait, it's not G00. Typed in the wrong thing. It's G01. So hit your up arrow and then delete the 0 and type in 1. That. Now type in switch port mode trunk, or yeah. Hit enter. All right. And it says change state to down. So that's what you want to see. And now the next part says, how can you determine the interface is trunk port using VLAN command? So what you want to do is hit exit. Exit one more time. And then type in show VLAN. Alright, and we did it to G0/1. So when a port is trunked, it won't be available to use, so it'll be shut down. It'll be shut. So now you notice that it's gone. It just goes G02. Before up here, it was G01, G02. So that's how we know that it's trunked. The next part says issue the show interface trunk command to verify the interface is configured as a trunk. So now type in show interface trunk. Hit enter. Alright, G01, that's the one we wanted. And it says status trunking. Okay. And encapsulation 802.1Q. Alright, next part. Switch to simulation mode to monitor pings. So we're going to exit out of here. And bottom right hand corner, hit simulation. Alright, now it says click capture forward. Might have to ping between PC 1 and PC 3. So grab one of these right here, PC 1 to PC 3. Now when you click capture forward, let's just see what happens. So you can see there, I made it all the way to PC 3. And it's done. All green lights everywhere, little check mark.